first you can, operating system deployment is called OSD, operating system deployment. So you can handle the SCM server, you can create the boot images, install images, capture images through the task sequences. You can deploy the operating system image, Windows 10, Windows 11, Windows Server OS to the end user systems, to the server hardware servers from SCM server over the network. Power management, you can automate power, you can automate shut down the systems, power on the systems. Remote control. Remote control generally how you will take, you will go to run, type the command mstsc, type the end user system, you will remote into it. The same way you can configure remote control in the SCM server, SCM site server. Suppose you pushed patches for 100 systems. Out of 100, 90 are passed, 10 are failed, or 10 are in progress, or 10 are unknown state. In that case, those 10 systems you can remote in from the SCM server console easily. This one you can configure in client settings in SCM. SCM features, another feature, one more thing is reporting. Reporting is nothing but suppose you pushed patching for 1000 systems. Out of 1000, how many are passed, how many are failed, how many are error thrown, how many are an unknown state. So all these things you can take a report in Gunshot. So the reporting structure will work through SCM. For this, you need to configure SQL reporting, then SCM reporting. In SCM console, you need to configure the reporting role. This SCM reporting role will integrate with the SQL reporting. Software metering, it will provide and monitors the collect the software usage data from the end user systems. Where the configuration manager client is installed, configuration manager client nothing but software center. SCM site server is primary site server. From primary site SCM server, you can deploy, install the configuration manager client. That means software center in across all the end user systems. Software updates. Generally, if you want to install patches, Windows updates or software updates in your home personal laptop, you can go to start button, check for updates. For this, in services.msc, the service Windows Update Agent should be running state. If the service is stopped, patches will not download. The background is to download the patches in your home PC is Windows Update Agent service. The Windows Update Agent service will detect the patches, will try to download the downloads, will scan the patches, will install the patches. If there are 10,000 systems in your organization, each and every system you have to go, start button, check for updates, click install button. So this is completely manual work. This manual work we cannot manage for all the 10,000 systems. So what you can do, you can take a SCM site server, you can download the patches from Microsoft Store. How you are downloading the softwares from Play Store from your mobile, the same way the SCM server will be there in your on-premises network company inside, and it will cloud to Microsoft Cloud Data Store. I mean, it's a Play Store. From there, Microsoft Cloud Store, you can download the patches for Windows 10, Windows 11. What are the operating systems are there in your company? You can select those products in the SCM software update find role. Then you can download the patches. Those patches you can segregate like which are expired, which are superseded, which are in green state, which are already installed. So all these things you can filter out, and the patches you can deploy from SCM server to the end user systems. So there are critical updates, important updates, service packs, update rollups, hot fixes, security updates. Generally, companies will install critical updates, security updates, and updates. This is classification tab. Go to products tab. You can give the tick mark for Windows 10 or Windows 11 or Windows 2016 server OS. So what are the products, softwares, operating systems you are using in company? You can give the tick mark. You can give the tick mark in the SCM server role. Then and there the patches will download. Those patches you can segregate and deploy to the end user systems. Not only these features, another great feature is Office 365. You can have Office 365 subscription. That subscription you can add in the SCM console. Nowadays, every company migrating to Office 365 from on-premises Exchange server. So this Office 365 Microsoft will release 3 times the Microsoft Office 365 updates, like Outlook, Excel, Word document, PowerPoint. These updates Microsoft release per annum 3 times. So these updates also you can download into SCM console, especially for Office 365, and you can deploy those to all of your end user systems. Okay. So next picture is SCEP antivirus, System Center Endpoint Protection Antivirus. The System Center Endpoint Protection Antivirus is nothing but like, Windows Defender. The same kind of Windows Defender. So Windows Defender SCEP antivirus, you can deploy to all the end user systems, like, how you will deploy the Symantec antivirus from Symantec server to the end user systems. The same way you can deploy the SCEP antivirus, System Center Endpoint Protection Antivirus to the end user systems, all the operating systems, client OS, server OS, means Windows 10 or Windows 2016 or Windows 2019 OS. And daily Microsoft will release the SCEP definition updates. That means antivirus updates, how you are doing the antivirus updates daily basis for McAfee, Symantec, Kaspersky. The same way you can download the SCEP antivirus updates from the Microsoft Cloud Store to the SCM site server. That dump you can upload to, that content you can upload to distribution point, and you can deploy the Windows antivirus definitions to the end user systems. And this will work for antivirus and anti-malware as well. Okay. And another great feature is hardware inventory. You can collect hardware inventory across all the systems. How much RAM installed, what is the processor size, hard disk size. Same kind of software inventory also you can gather the report. Yeah, this is SCM hierarchy. Okay. The SCM hierarchy, there are three types of different sites. First one is central administration site, second one is primary site, third one is secondary site. Based upon our customization, our network speed, the user's head count, we will configure these three kind of things. If you're having a single branch, then you can configure primary site. If you're having multiple branches, I mean to say with less users in the remote branches, you can consider secondary site. The primary site SCCM 2012R2 will support 1 lakh end user systems. The primary site SCCM 2020 version or 2021 will support 1.5 lakh systems. And CIS central administration site will support 10 primary sites. More than 10 primary sites, and secondary sites. The primary site can support up to 250 secondary sites. There are different numbers. So this is the SCCM site hierarchy. In our lab, we will install primary site from scratch.